All right, turning to our weather now, we have meteorologist Adam Burniston joining us right now. Adam, these storms still making their way through Cincinnati.
Yeah, Chris, seeing a lot of those strong storms still out and about across our region with some very strong winds in especially some of the warnings. So we have that severe thunderstorm watch. That's the big yellow area highlighted. That goes until about midnight. We'll see if that gets canceled early, but I'm going to take that off so we can see these warnings a little bit easier as we move into parts of Butler County, now into Warren County. They extended that severe thunderstorm warning throughout the county of Warren. So that is going to be expecting 65, possibly even some pockets of 70-mile-an-hour winds in this storm as it races off to the east with some very heavy rain as well. And that's going to be another issue as it approaches here on the 75 corridor around Monroe down to the Westchester area. That's going to move to the east, eventually into Mason, up into the Kings Island area where there's already a few scattered showers. But that's going to be moving across, and outside of severe weather, you may have to watch for some ponding on the roadways. Just south of that, here in Hamilton County, now in the White Oak area up to Forest Park, heading towards Wyoming, Evendale, eventually Blue Ash, Sharonville. Going to be seeing some heavy downpours, probably some gusty winds, just not necessarily severe wind criteria. The rain that developed earlier on likely robbing some of the energy out of the southern part of that system. That's what I talked about earlier too, whenever it was initially developing. Down into New Richmond, down into Moscow, southern parts of Claremont County up to Batavia, seeing some heavy showers. Not too bad there though as we move through the area. Just some heavy downpours, and the same goes from Boone, Kenton, Campbell counties. Moving off to the east, some heavy rain down into Butler, also Dry Ridge, just seeing one, and back towards Warsaw. That system kind of falling apart with some of this early development that came out ahead of that system. The main cold front still sitting a little to the northwest, and you see some additional development back into parts of Illinois, back into Bloomington, Indiana. We'll have to watch that later on. As we look at Futurecast, we'll see this is the current system that's moving through right now, but we'll see more development here through parts of tonight. Severe threats should be lessening just because we're losing the daylight. We're also seeing a lot of the storms out there currently taking a lot of the energy out of the atmosphere. But we'll watch that cold front as it moves through for tonight. Some more heavy downpours still a possibility, even if there's not severe weather. You may have to watch some of those lower creeks and streams out there into the overnight hours. By Sunday morning into the afternoon, we'll keep that sunshine going. Very nice weather ahead. However, right now it's just muggy ahead of all of that, the cold front that's expected to move in. But you look up to the northwest, all the way parts of Iowa, dew points in the 60s. So it will eventually get better here. We just have to wait till tomorrow. Lower 80s for Sunday. We're getting into the 80s by Monday. It's going to be feeling great out there for the beginning of next week. Just to break down your Sunday forecast here, we'll start the day in the 70s. A little bit of humidity out there, but it'll feel better by the afternoon. Lower 80s turning into the upper 70s for any evening plans. Then as we head towards the middle of next week, those temperatures climbing back towards the 90s, but storms coming back to the forecast, and that could knock temperatures down for the end of the week. And we'll be watching 4th of July, some storm threats possible, but questioning on timing is still something we'll have to watch out for. Chris?
All right, Adam, thank you.